Welcome to Trivia Clips. Think you know everything about Pearl Jam, the grunge giants who defined the 90s? Let's test your knowledge with 10 true or false questions that might surprise you. From stadium anthems to deep lyrics, it's time to separate fans from legends. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? 1. Pearl Jam's original name was Mookie Blaylock. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? True, before becoming Pearl Jam, they were called Mookie Blaylock, after the NBA player. They eventually changed the name for legal reasons. Their debut album, 10, was named after his jersey number. It's one of the most iconic albums in grunge history. That name change kicked off their legacy. 2. Eddie Vedder was the band's first vocalist. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? False. The band formed first with other members before Vedder joined. He was invited to audition by sending vocals over a demo tape. His voice fit perfectly with their sound and vision. Vedder's arrival helped define Pearl Jam's identity. Without him, things might have been very different. 3. Pearl Jam refused to make music videos in the 90s. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? True. After the massive success of Jeremy, the band pulled back from music videos. They wanted fans to focus on the music, not the visuals. This was rare in an MTV-dominated era. Their anti-commercial stance became part of their identity. Still, they remained massively successful. 4. The band once sued Ticketmaster. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? True, Pearl Jam fought against high ticket prices and unfair fees. They accused Ticketmaster of being a monopoly. It made headlines and shook the music industry. Though the case didn't succeed legally, fans respected their stance. It showed Pearl Jam's commitment to ethics. 5. Alive is a happy, uplifting song. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? False. Despite its anthemic sound, the lyrics are dark and emotional. It tells a personal story of trauma and survival. Vedder described it as complex, not simply empowering. Fans often misinterpret its meaning. That contrast adds depth to their music. 6. Pearl Jam is from San Diego, California. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? False. Pearl Jam formed in Seattle, Washington, the heart of the grunge movement. Seattle was home to other icons like Nirvana and Soundgarden. Eddie Vedder is from California, but the band was born in Seattle. That scene defined their early sound and success. They are forever linked to the Seattle music era. 7. 10 is Pearl Jam's most commercially successful album. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? True. 10 is their debut album and remains their biggest seller. Hits like Alive, Even Flow, and Jeremy made it legendary. It went multi-platinum and defined 90s rock. Its impact on grunge and rock music is undeniable. A timeless classic, still loved today. 8. Eddie Vedder once climbed stage rigs during concerts. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? True. Vedder was known for his wild stage energy in the early days. He'd climb lighting rigs and dive into the crowd. It added danger and raw emotion to their shows. Fans never knew what to expect. Those performances became part of their legend. 9. Pearl Jam has always had the same drummer. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? They've had several drummers over the years. Dave Crewson, Dave Abruzzese, Jack Irons, many names came and went. Matt Cameron from Soundgarden is their current longtime drummer. Each brought a different feel to the band. Drummers have been a rotating chapter in Pearl Jam's story. Welcome back to Trivia Clips. You crushed part 1, but are you ready for 10 more facts about Pearl Jam? Let's see how deep your fandom really goes. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? 11th. Black was released as a commercial single. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? False. The band refused to release Black as a single. They wanted to protect its emotional weight. Still, it became one of their most beloved tracks. Radio stations played it heavily anyway. Pearl Jam followed their own rules. 12. Pearl Jam has won multiple Grammy Awards. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? True, they've been nominated many times and have a few wins. In 1996, they won Best Hard Rock Performance. They've always been more about fans than awards, but recognition came anyway over the years. Their legacy is stronger than trophies. 13. Eddie Vedder once performed with the Rolling Stones. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? True. Vedder has joined the Stones on stage in surprise appearances. He's performed with many music legends over the years. His raspy voice complements classic rock styles. Those cross-generational collabs excite fans. It proves his place among rock royalty. 14. The band banned phones at their concerts. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? False. Pearl Jam hasn't officially banned phones. However, they voiced support for phone-free moments. Some shows encouraged fans to be present, but no strict policy has been enforced. They focus on connection, not restrictions. 15. Pearl Jam made a movie. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? They released the documentary Pearl Jam 20 in 2011. Directed by Cameron Crowe, it tells their full story. Fans loved the behind-the-scenes footage. It captures their spirit over 2 decades. A must-watch for real fans. 16. Their name comes from Eddie Vedder's grandmother. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? False. That's a popular myth. Vedder once joked that his grandma made psychedelic jam. But the band later said it was just a cool name. The story added mystery, but isn't true. They've never confirmed a real origin. 17. Pearl Jam is known for long concert sets. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? True. Their shows often last over 2.5 hours. They change the set list every night. This makes each concert unique and unforgettable. Fans love the surprise and variety. It's a signature part of their identity. 18. Even Flow was recorded in one take. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? False. They struggled to get the right version in the studio. It took dozens of takes and caused frustration. The final version still became a classic. Live versions often sound even better. Studio pressure didn't stop their greatness. 19. Pearl Jam disbanded in 2003. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? False. They've never officially broken up. The band is still active, releasing music and touring. They've had ups and downs, but stayed strong. Longevity is part of their power. They're one of the few grunge acts still going.